This YouTube journey is literally not a joke, but there is a few things that I did that were really bizarre to stay in the momentum of not quitting. I was like, I really want this. I don't want to quit. I'm already in too deep, right? And so I actually talk about 3 other things I did in the last video I posted, so you'll want to check that out. But here's 3 things that I did that were really bizarre, but it helped me not quit and finally get monetized. So the first one I did was I just didn't tell anybody about my YouTube. And let me actually back up. I stopped telling people about my YouTube. So not everybody's on the same journey. Not everybody is called to do what you're called to do. Not everybody has the same vision as you, right? Not everybody has the same nudges from God as you, okay? And that's okay. They're not supposed to. You're you for that reason, right? We're all different for that reason. So once I just kind of checked into, why do I feel like I actually need to even tell anybody when this is something that is on my heart to do, right? It's on my heart to do life coaching. It's on my heart to teach people about health, wellness, fitness, mindfulness, spirituality, right? So I finally just stopped, because this is the thing. It actually works out more to your benefit, because your friends and family most of the time really aren't your demographic anyway. If you're trying to build a online community, it's not about just getting support. You're actually providing a service to people, okay? You are giving value. You are providing a service. You are being that beacon of light for people that are literally Googling in the middle of the night, hey, I need to figure out how to get my health together. I need to figure out how to get these last pounds off. I need to figure out how to get out of my depression. I need to figure out how to get out of, my anxiety, right? You don't need support from your uncle, your aunts, your mom, your dad on how you're helping people with that. You just need to get better at your craft by studying, training, getting your own mentorship, and then naturally your page will grow with the individuals that actually need to be inside of your community, right? And I'm speaking from the wellness standpoint, because my channel is all about health, fitness, mindfulness, and wellness. And so I really don't need my brother to watch all my videos. I don't need my mom to watch all my videos. I mean, it's nice if they do. It's really cool if they do. But at the end of the day, when I've told people in the past, I've gotten the blank stare, old coworkers, people I went to high school with, people, that were maybe associates, not really close friends, but just kind of like homegirls or whatever, right? And it's kind of just like that blank stare of like, well, why would you do that? Or you want to be a YouTuber? And, and not understanding that YouTube is not all about just pranks and people, doing Mr. Beast kind of videos. It's a platform to build a community. And so once I just kind of realized that, I just was like, let me get out of my own way and not tell anybody. And if any human beings that I actually know in real life come across my channel, it's going to be because they actually Googled, how to lose fat, because I lost 30 pounds, never gained it back. And I've helped people, lose weight naturally, right? I'm not a health instructor. I'm not a fitness expert, but I'm just somebody that actually put in the work and lost the weight and have helped people, several people, several tens of people literally lose weight with ease and flow. And so if they come across my page, it's because they were looking that up, right? So that was one thing that I did, and it really unlocked some things for me, because it helped me get over the fear of people seeing me and then people judging and then people having an opinion. And really, it shouldn't scare you at all. I switched my mindset, because I'm like, if people find your page and they have an opinion, but they don't have a page, why are you nervous about their opinion? They literally aren't doing. That's like if you are an NFL player and you're scared about going out on the field because you're scared of somebody that doesn't even know what the football game is, even like from another country, right? That doesn't even understand the game, is like, oh, well, you run funny, or you catch the ball weird, and it's like, you don't even know what football is or what it's about or the skill or any of that. So once I kind of just came to that understanding, I was like, okay, let me get out of my own way and just get over the fear. And if anyone comes across my channel, unless it's somebody that I would want to get constructive criticism from, like a bigger YouTube. And that's another thing. Speaking of big YouTubes versus small YouTubes, I actually ended up thinking about myself as a big impact channel. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about the analytics. At the end of the day, the fact that I posted my first video, I made a big impact on myself, trusting myself, putting myself out there. Number 2, The first time a stranger subscribed to my channel, it meant that I actually provided value. I actually touched someone's heart just enough for them to press subscribe. And I'm a complete stranger. And I disclose that I am not a expert in any way. I have not gone to school to be, a health coach or anything like that. I am a certified life coach, but I just got that certification a year ago. I've been giving advice out on the internet for 5 years now, right? So you just have to give yourself permission to be qualified and get over that imposter syndrome. And that's what I did, not telling people about my YouTube that actually knew me in person, getting over the fear of getting criticism from people that 99% of them, it doesn't even matter anyway, right? And that also helped me get over the imposter syndrome of like, who's going to want to listen to me, right? Like, why would anybody actually want to follow my footsteps or my guidance, right? And one day I just was like, I'm in my 30s, so there's something that I know more than someone in their 20s, right? So I'm automatically qualified just by specifically being an adult on the planet. I am qualified to talk about ways and tips and tricks on how to get over tough situations or mental health or anything like that, because I've gone through it myself, right? So if you are struggling with feeling like you're not certified, you're not qualified, God certified you already by just specifically giving you another day to wake up. So that's how you have to think about it and just kind of get out of your own way. And that will really unlock some things for you. So I know that's like a really bizarre thing to do, to think about it on that level, but sometimes you really have to like shake yourself out of this limited belief system about who's qualified, who's not, it's like if you feel like you are nudged to turn on the camera and press post, then you don't need to get approval from anybody about that. But sometimes we feel like we do, right? So if you need approval, boom, this is it right here. This is your sign from God using my voice to say, yeah, go ahead and do it. You're ready. Like, so that was one bizarre thing that I did, was just kind of, I stopped telling people. And it's, it was such a game changer, because then when people do find your page, it's like, oh, wow, you've been doing this for a while, or wow, this is actually pretty good, or wow, like you're so confident because you've just been consistent, you've been disciplined, you have a ton of content. And even if they do have a critique, you're so grounded in what you've done that it just doesn't even matter anyway, right? So there was that. And actually, let me just look at my notes really quickly, because I did jot them down because I didn't want to forget anything that I had did, because literally they were bizarre, because it wasn't really anything that I listed out. I just had to think back in time, like, okay, what did I do? What did I actually do? And then it hit me, and I started texting myself. I have two phones, so I was texting myself. So another thing that I did was I switched my mindset off of YouTube, growing on YouTube, and I switched it onto, this is now just my virtual diary. Like, this is my mark on the world. This is going to be my track record of just helping people and building a community. It doesn't matter about getting monetized. It doesn't matter about analytics. That stuff does eventually matter, and matters to a degree. But if you're like me, where it was like kind of overwhelming, it was getting in my head, it was stifling me, and I was like, okay, I have to get out of that, the numbers aspect, because if you get into the numbers aspect, you could feel like, okay, well, I only got 21 views and 2 subscribers from that one video. Like, what's the point of even doing this, right? But that matters. Like, 21 people, that's 21 human beings. Imagine if 21 human beings were sitting in front of you right now. That is a nice little chunk of people, and then 2 subscribe to you. That's 2 human beings with 2 human hearts, like with 2 lives, and they're going through things, and they still subscribe to you because you provided value to them, right? So once I kind of got over that, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to press on, and when there's things on my heart to talk about, I will go ahead and just press the on button. And I've been doing that for the last 5 years, and finally I got monetized, right? And so there's a couple other things that I did to like get me over the hump of the monetization, but what made me not burn out, because a lot of people, they really suffer from the burnout. What helped me not burn out was the fact that I literally just checked into this being my my community service. You know, if you volunteer at a church or you volunteer, you know, with your coworkers somewhere and you give back to the community, I just was like, this is my community service, and whatever's supposed to come from it is going to come, you know, God is going to provide. And right now he's providing me with the nudging to just open my mouth and then press on with the camera and then press post. So that's all I did. I followed the nudges and then I ended up getting monetized. Okay, so you're gonna want to check out the next post for the next 3 bizarre things that I did to not quit YouTube, to finally keep going. And I'm so happy I did, because now I'm monetized. And it's just, you know, it's like a little cherry on top, right? I'm definitely not nowhere near full-time income from YouTube specifically, like the AdSense or anything like that, but it's just like, oh, like that was really cool. Like I kept going, and me getting monetized was a symbol of me not quitting, right? So definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments, and catch you on the next one.